We are the wedding planning group, and I'm Susan, and we have Ram, Ramya, Ninita, Kalina, and Natishta on our group. And our service is called as Let's Celebrate Love. We're a complete wedding planning service provider. So to start off with, I'm just going to give the wedding planning industry background. So wedding planning is one of the most popular concepts if you have to start off with your own business. And research shows that couples are investing more and more in wedding planners because they can actually take a seat back and just enjoy the entire preparation and just keep a tab on it rather than the whole hustle bustle during the wedding. A lot of modern specialities are helping the wedding planning business become more lucrative. You also have technology which plays a very important role here. So with the help of technology, you can do a lot of graphical work, and you can have like a whole new setup for your wedding depending on the demands of the couples. And research also shows that because there's a lot of financial stability right now, couples are they're not hesitating to celebrate to really pay that extra money to celebrate their wedding. When you go to the industry stats, the Association of Bridal Consultants shows that there are up to 20,000 weddings that happen every year, and the wedding industry represents a $51 billion market in Canada alone. And since 2009, the spending has increased, like couple spending on weddings have increased by 47%. And although the market research shows that there could be an annual decline by 0.7%, but if you check the industry revenue, it's growing at 1% from 2013 onwards.
Moving on to the business concept, here we are going to specialize in cross-culture wedding, where we are going to honor the culture, and every ritual will be followed, and it is like where we are going to celebrate the dream event. The unique selling point will be our pricing strategy, which will be explained later. Our office setup is going to be a studio of 1,200 square feet at downtown Lacey Street.
The actual layout of the place.
Now our services, first one is going to be the full wedding service, where we're going to help the client from the first till the end. We help them with the theme, we help them with what they want, their interest, we collect all the information, and we help with, we do everything for them. The day of wedding service is going to be, it's like the clients will organize things, they will choose their vendors, and we are going to organize it on the day of wedding, and we're going to help to run it smoothly. The wedding is going to run smoothly. We have the theme weddings. It is depending on the customers, like what kind of theme they want, and we will help them with all the settings. Staff responsibility, first we will have the deliver, setup, and the breakdown. It's like the job responsibility is like they will have the staff will arrange all the equipment for the supply and arrange it. Then the staffer will hire the staff members like interns who is going to help us with arrangements. Then we will have the wedding manager who's going to do the day work, where they'll take care of the event from the first to the end during the day of the wedding. Then client service is where we will speak with the clients and know what their wants are, what their interest is, and we will also contact them after the event so that we know whether they are satisfied or not. Then the manager who's going to take care of all the activities from the first to the end. Then we have the vendor details, is going to be the caterer. It's the general one, where it is the basics, where we want all of them. Rental equipment, photographers, videographers, then sound systems, musicians, and transportations and all. Moving on to competitive advantage.
Well, according to the research, there are 20 companies as of now in Toronto that are like closely in competition with us. And then majorly what these companies in Toronto are offering is that individual services like the catering, the gifts, etc. But there are only 3 companies that we could identify, and even they are not like really on a bigger platform like Let's Celebrate Love. But yeah, they're a little close to us, and the list of the competitors are Wedding Bells and Budget Savvy Bride. Budget Savvy Bride, actually, they are very budget constrained, like which is one of our USPs. That is when we found them to be one of our competitors. And next one. And our marketing strategy is going to be like we initially have a thorough market research about our competitors, like already I've spoken about our competitors, and we know what is their communication strategy. We will try to put it a little more on the edgy side so that our customers will be more attractive. And then we will also develop a website and the social media platforms, including Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter, and keep our clients updated. And initial launch of our Let's Celebrate Love is going to be through this medium of communication, and then the direct marketing. In direct marketing, we will actually distribute the flyers about the special offers for the initial customers, and then getting the first client will be one of our biggest challenge. But I think it shouldn't be a big challenge, because we are targeting to conduct the first wedding in the month of May, which is supposed to be the prime month for marriages. And once we get our first client, I'm sure the kind of setup we're going to put is going to give us a very good portfolio to attract the new customers from there on. And then stay in touch with our clients will be handled by the client servicing department. They will make sure to keep in touch with them, send them emails and details about special offers, and also wish them from time to time. And that would be our marketing strategy.
Here's a list of like the cost of a normal average budget wedding that happens in Toronto. This comes totally up to 31,905, and in this case we will take our part as 15% of the total cost. In this case we have two options. One, we ask the client, give you a total budget, from that we will take our salary. Second thing is that client will say that I'll give you 30,000 as a budget and extra is your salary. I'll give it separately. So don't take money from the budget what I'm giving to you. If you see exactly in this case, for single wedding, we have a salary of like around 4,785. Right? Yeah, 4,785. This is like average wedding that takes place in Toronto. So as Ramya said, we don't have all months are not peak for wedding. So we have calculated May, August, September, October, and April as one of the main months for wedding. In Toronto, we have a culture for like a snow wedding. So that's what we came for December, and also if necessary, we also do it in Jan. And another one thing I would like to highlight is that wedding planner runs like all 12 months. Not all wedding planners run for all 12 months. They just do only for the peak periods. In this case, I would like to explain that we are starting our first wedding planner in April, and we are getting a profit of like as a salary as $3,000. The main thing is that instead of we have assumed that we are going to get a 10% to 15% rise in our salary. Like we have assumed that totally, because we cannot do a wedding for the same amount, and also like each wedding is not the same cost. Each and every wedding differs totally. So if you have 10% of like 15% of 3,000, it comes to like 450. So next wedding we'll be having a profit of 3,450. And another thing I want to highlight is that we are not going to spend even a single penny from our own pocket. Everything what we're going to do is what we get from our client. The budget, the money, everything, salary, everything is what the client gives. We're not spending not even a single penny from our pocket. So in the first year sales forecast, we are doing around 10 weddings and 10 to 12 weddings, and we're getting a revenue of $87,000 at the end of the first year. And in the second year, I have assumed that we will not be in the same standard as we were in first year. So our profit, our client, everything will be expanded. So in this sales forecast, we have focused on getting a bigger profit scale than the previous year. So in this case, the total revenue for the second year will be like 55,100. The same way, at the end of the third year, we'll be getting a sales revenue of $70,000. $700,000. In this case, we'll be break even at the end of. Before coming to this one, I would like to first ask the stake. Then I'll explain about the break even. Like that's the main point of asking stake. So the total setup cost for our wedding planning is $70,560. This includes the rent, the insurance, the utilities that we are going to buy for our office, our interior decoration, everything. It's detailed explained in the report. So that cost comes to $70,560. So what we have going to do is, as we 6 partners, we'll be investing $20,000 as capital from our hand, and we are going to ask $50,560 from you, and we'll be giving you a stake of 10% in our firm. So in that case, our first business starts in April. We are going to expect a starting profit of $3,000. That's a basic profit, and each wedding that we're going to do will increase the profit from 10 to 15%, and we'll be break even at the middle of the second year. So we will get the whole money in the middle of the second year, but at the end of third year, we will have a profit of we have not revenue. Profit will be slightly more than 1 million. And like at the end of third year, the stake for 10% stake, you will receive an amount of $80,000. So we would like you to invest 10%.
Okay.
I would like to focus one more thing. This it's not a big investment, but the return what you get in over a period of time is very big.
And Toronto being a very multicultural place, there are going to be a lot of cross-cultural weddings. Yeah, and I think we are Let's Celebrate Love is one of its kinds when it comes to cross-cultural weddings.
Okay. I don't know if I want to start at the front end or the back end. Anybody have any questions?
It's only Yash who I can answer.
So, what are the let's pretend, just go to year 2, for example, on your revenue slide.
Year 2.
So those are the sales, right?
Yeah.
What are the expenses?
Expense what you have, like one is like tax, I have to pay that. That'll be like one thing, expenses. And other than that, if you take expenses, will be like paying our rent, insurance coverage, like coverage of insurance for all of us, and
Upgradation for
yeah, so we'll be like upgrading our office like every year, like so that's the expense one.
and the
Advertising cost is one major cost that we incur.
Okay, and do you have a number for the expenses, say in year 2, just approximately?
It's exactly like the report.
Actually, we haven't put it in the presentation, but
Yep.
the whole details are in the report that we just submitted.
Okay, just do you have a ballpark?
Like the advertising cost
The
around
first year
those.
it was around 26,000 because where we are not going to focus on the
Yeah, yeah.
advertisement part, but later it moved on to around 35,000, then it moved on to 50,000 where we're going to focus on the advertising sector. So that would be the expense. Other than that, major expense is the advertising part because our office setup and other things are just stable.
But those are expenses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sir. But the rent and all these things will be like fixed cost.
Yeah,
for us.
fixed
There'll
cost.
be
So
not much
it's not going to
variability.
change every year or every month, but the advertising cost might because we will focus on different types of advertising like
Magazine.
flyers, magazine, and all that.
You'll be
So-
taking part in sponsoring some events to bring our name to a bigger level.
Right.
So that would be the expense.
Okay. And how much in salary are you going to take?
We'll be having not exactly a salary.
Initially, actually, what we're going to do is we're not going to take Even for the very first client, we are not going to take any profits. We are not expecting to take any profits from there on. But as we have put a 10% profit share for 6 of us, how much ever would be the first, first client, first money that we get, that from there we're going to take 10%. And from there on it's going to go. And I think we all have a very clear understanding about the money that's going to come into our hands, because we are a startup company and we have a huge competition, at least in Toronto. Though they do not give similar services like ours, but still we have competition. So
Actually, like
keeping that in mind.
each partner will have like 15% stake in the company. So like that will be our salary. What do you say? That will be our.
But how are you going to live? How are you going to pay groceries?
Anybody, if you start a business, till you break even, like you will not get anything from your pocket.
I'm worried about you starving and not living anywhere and living on the street while you have your business.
No,
So
the
can
thing
you
is,
tell me
we-
how you're going to pay for all your personal while you?
If you see the sales forecast for the first year and the second year, like that we say like that's total revenue. So like we as partners will not be having much of expenses or much of need to get more salary in the starting of the business. In that case, we can have a little bit of money we can take from the revenue, and we'll be using that for our expenses. I am pretty sure that will not be like very high.
Yeah, and also seeing the fact that we are not going to work extensively like throughout the year. Throughout the year, like probably in the off season, we're going to mainly focus on building our clientele, and I'm sure we will have time for a part time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And go to your investment pitch. Lastly. So you're going to invest $20,000
Yeah.
between 6 people.
Yeah.
So say 3,000 each,
Yeah.
approximately.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take $3,000 each. And how much do you own of the company?
15%.
How much?
15%.
15%. And I own
10%.
10.
Yeah, you can ask a question like it's not reasonable for we invest 3,000 and you invest 50,000 and we are giving only a 10% stake. That will be a question, I guess.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. In that
We
case,
are
like,
gonna work
yeah.
in the project.
Oh, that's nice. I'm only interested in money. You work, that's fine. I'm just noticing that you've got $3,000 each. And then you want me to put in 50,000. Wow.
But you are gonna sit in your house having fun, and we are gonna work so hard in every project.
Oh,
don't have
I
to
bet
work.
You are.
Yeah. Even if you invest this $50,000 in any other stake, I'm pretty sure that you will not get a return as what you get in this one. At the stake of 10%, at the over of time, it will give you more profit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's going to be around $80,000.
How many weddings does year 3 represent approximately?
Like, approximately, we have around 20 weddings. Year 3.
20 weddings for
Yeah.
year 3 will
Yeah.
give you the numbers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like around 700,000.
20 weddings. Okay. 20 weddings will give you. That was the revenue number.
The revenue will be around $700,000.
And you're going to get the 15%.
Yeah.
What's the 15% on year 3? How much are you going to make?
It'll be like
You want to calculate?
no, it'll be approximately around like $100,000 for each. $100,000.
$100,000 for each
Yeah,
of
each.
each of you.
And you'll be getting like $80,000.
Yash has a question.
Please, sorry.
Yeah. So you'll be planning 20 weddings in a year.
This is like totally based on our assumption. It's not the clear thing, but we have assumed that if we grow in this level, we will go from starting with 12 weddings, we'll go to 16, and then we'll go to 20. The chances are like even we can have less wedding with more profit, and also we can have more weddings with less profit. It's not clearly.
Yeah, it's all,
And we're also an
it's all
expand,
based
right?
on the customers and their needs and how much budget they would like to spend for the wedding. So it all depends on that.
Initially, the wedding cost, according to the research, what we found out was the average wedding cost is about $33,000.
Yeah,
That's the least of the least. And there are weddings which run into millions. So we are not expecting to start off in the million stage, but we're going to start off at the very basic level, that is in the year one. But as we shoot, as we